Hello everybody, I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, then please do. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a review on Miley Cyrus's Plastic Heart. So this is an album that came out last year, and before I start with the review, I want to mention some things. The first thing is that I know I am late. I do acknowledge that. I acknowledge that I am very late to the party because this album has been out for a while now, so I do acknowledge that I'm late. But the reason why I'm late is because after the first time I listened to this album, I did plan on listening to it again, but because I started listening to other soundtracks, I didn't get around to listening to it in full. So after I listened to it in full, I did listen to most of the songs, but I didn't get around to listening to it because I always said to myself I'll listen to it, and then I didn't, and then I started listening to other ones, or I was focusing on my finals, or I was focusing on my movies, so I didn't get around to it. So I wasn't planning on still doing a video about this album because I was focusing on videos on vinyls and stuff like that, so I didn't think I would still do a video. I didn't think I would still do kind of one of these videos on the album. But since I've now started doing album reviews again, I've decided that I want to do a video on this. So I've now listened to it 4 times. Maybe by the time this video will come out, I might listen to it 6 times, but I've now listened to it 4 times. So now I think I can do a review on this album. So I acknowledge that I'm late. I apologise that I'm very late on this album. There's probably more albums I'm going to do in the future that I'm also late on doing a review on, but at least I'm doing it now, so I acknowledge that I'm late. I apologise if I'm not as loud as I normally am, because I have been listening to a lot of soundtrack recently. So because I've been listening to a lot of soundtracks, I've been singing a lot, so my voice might sound very different, so I apologise if it does. This in the background, I apologise for that as well. It's been raining a lot, but it's alright now, so this is why it's the perfect time to film this video. Is that I have notes on this phone, so if you see me looking down, that is why. I'm going to do what I normally do, so I'm going to talk about each song and then I'll go on from there. Okay, so what I'm going to say first, all of the opinions I'm going to say first is based on my first time listening to the album, so some of the opinions might have changed, but we'll get to that soon. The first song on the album is What the Heck Do I Know? So my opinions on this song is that I like the beat change, and the song is one of those yes bitch kind of songs, and I put What a Way to Start the album. Next is Plastic Hearts, and I put I'm Really Feeling This One, and this is 100% the song that will make you get up and dance. 3, I put Angels Like You, and I put that this song made me speechless, and I felt that the lyrics made me want to sing along. 4, I have Prisoner, and I thought I really like Miley and Dua Lipa, I think that's how you pronounce it. I really like their voice together, and it's 100% one of my favourites. When you listen to the lyrics, you can relate to what the lyrics are saying. The song is Give Me What I Want, and I put my favourite lyrics from the song is if I do what I want, and if you don't do it for me, then I do it for myself. And I feel like so far that this album has no skips. Next is Night Calling, and I put I like this one, however, I don't enjoy this one as much as the ones before, but I would 100% dance to this song. Next, I put Midnight Sky, and I put this one of my favourites, and the low note was my favourite part of the song. Next, I put High, and I put She Came to Sing Her Heart Out in this song, and this song is the kind of song that I would want to hear live, and this is a karaoke song, and I put that I really like the guitar. Next, you have Hate Me, I put I really like the song, and so far, and I like this song so much that I didn't have words, so I was speechless. Next, you have Bad Karma, and I really liked Miley's part, and I really liked the features person's part. I can't pronounce the person's name, but I like their part, and I really like the feeling of the song, and I think it's very catchy. Next you have Never Been Me, and I put Beautiful, and I put This Song Got to Me, and I thought she sang her heart out in the other song, but this song she went all the way. Next you got Golden G String, and I put Wow because that song is wow, and I put that this song is so powerful, and the only words that came out of my mouth was true because I was speechless with this song as well. For next song you got is Edge of Midnight Remix, and I thought it was nice. And next you got Heart of Glass, and I thought it was nice. And then you got Zombie, and then I thought I wasn't feeling it, but I do like her voice. Now this is my thoughts listening to the album the second time. I feel like all of my opinions are the same, especially how I feel like Never Been Me and Golden G Strings made me emotional. Zombie, I still wasn't feeling it, but I feel like the more I listen to it, the more I'll get into it. Right now, I don't know how my ranking is, but I'm sure that What the Fact I Know, Plastic Hearts, Angel Like Me, Prisoner, Never Be Me, and Golden G Strings are God tier. And this is the third time I listened to it, and the question that I put is, what songs do you think would be bottom tier, not including Zombie, Heart Glass, and the remix? And put I'm not sure, but apart from those ones, I think all of my songs on my ranking are either middle tier or top tier. So now I'm going to put the ones that I thought would be top tier. So for top tier, I put What I Know, Plastic Hearts, Angel Like Me, Prisoner, There Be Me, and Golden G Strings. For middle tier, I put Give Me What I Want, Night Calling, High, Midnight Sky, Hate Me, Bad Karma, and that is it. And then for bottom tier, I put Night Calling, Edge of Me, Midnight Sky Remix, and Zombie. I put Night Calling down to bottom tier, but I will keep it as middle tier because I know that by that one there are other songs. And a part of me wants to put Bad Karma in bottom tier because I didn't really like the collab part. I know I said earlier that I did, but I didn't like it that much, and I think that part's kind of annoying. But apart from that, I really like the song, so I'm half and half with Bad Karma. I think I prefer the Midnight Sky remix than the original, and I think Heart Glass is good, but compared to the rest, it's meh. And Zombie is still Zombie, meaning my opinions are still the same. Now I'm going to say how I think my list would be for a song sorter. So 1, I put Plastic Hearts, 2, Never Been Me, 3, Angel Like Me, 4, Golden G String, 5, What the Fuck Do I Know, 6, Prisoner, 7, Higher, 8, Hate Me, 9, Bad Karma, 10, Give Me What I Want, 11, Edge of Glory Remix, 12, Midnight Sky, 13, Night Calling, 14, Heart of Glass, and 15, Zombie. At first I had 12 and 13 changed, but I switched it over. I'm going to say my results on the song sorter, and if I remember, I'll put the picture on the screen so you can follow along. So first I got Plastic Hearts, 2 I got Never Be Me, 3 I got Angel Like Me, 4 I got Golden G String, 5 I got What the Fuck I Know, 6 I got Give Me What I Want, 7 I got Prisoner, 8 I got High, 9 I got Hate Me, 9 I got Hate Me, 10 I got Bad Karma, 11 I got the Edge of Midnight Sky remix, 12 I got Midnight Sky, and 13 I got Night Calling. Now I'm going to do it the second time, so this time I got Never Been Me, Plastic Hearts, Angel Like Me, Golden G String, What the Fuck Do I Know, Prisoner, Give Me What I Want, High, Hate Me, Bad Karma, Edge of Midnight remix, Virgin, Midnight Sky, and then Night Calling. And then this is the time so those ones that I just said was the second time. Now this is the last one. This is the most recent one I did. So it has Plastic Hearts, Never Been Me, Angel Like Me, Prisoner, Golden G String, What the Fuck Do I Know, Give Me What I Want, High, Hate Me, Bad Karma, Midnight Sky, Night Calling, Edge of Midnight Sky remix, Heart of Glass, and Zombie. Okay, so the one that I just said, that was after the 4th time. So earlier I did the song sorter, but it didn't have Zombie on it. I don't know why it didn't have Zombie on it, but when I did it recently it did, but the time before it didn't. Of the song sorters I did, I think the most recent one is more accurate to my listing. I think the other 2 is kind of accurate, but I think the most recent one is accurate. Now I'm going to say how I feel about my ranking. I think my ranking is good, and I think this album is very hard to rank, but I feel like I did good. Next, I'm going to say, would I change anything? After listening to the album a fourth time, part of me wants to change Hate Me and High, because I think High is better vibe-wise, but I think Hate Me is a better song. And earlier I said I switched to 12 and 13. So if I was going to change anything in my ranking, I would change Hate Me and High, or I would change number 12 and number 13. Maybe my top 5 would change depending on how I feel in the mood on that day, but I don't think any of my high ones would go lower or any of my low ones would go higher. But if it did, then that would be very unlikely. After listening to this album a fourth time, my favourite song on the album is Plastic Hearts, but I feel like Never Be Me is the best song on the album, and Angel Like Me is a close second. Now I'm going to talk about other people's rankings and thoughts of the rankings. I feel like I'm a very respectful person when it comes to other people's opinions, but I feel like Never Be Me is the best song on the album, and Angel Like Me is a very close second. Some people might say it's the other way around, and if they think that, I won't debate with them. And the reason why I won't debate with them is because Angel Like Me is an excellent song. So Plastic Hearts is my favourite song, but quality wise, I think Never Be Me and Angel Like Me wins against them. The thing I don't understand is when people have both of these songs kind of low. I understand that people have different tastes, but when it's not in their top 10, then I'm confused. I've seen people put Never Be Me high, but then Angel Like Me low, and that doesn't make sense to me. Then I keep on thinking they must have listened to a different album than me, because that's the only way it makes sense in my head. Next, I'm going to talk about reaction channels that I've seen doing videos to this album. So the first one is Amanda BB, 2 is Told by Kiara, next is React by Axe, next 4 is Asia J, next is Colin Marie Reacts. So I've seen other people react to this album, but these are some of my favourites. So if you have any channels that you think I should check out, please let me know. Now I'm going to talk about the merch that I have. Okay. So I got the Plastic Heart vinyl. So here it is. It's the Plastic Heart vinyl. This is the front, and that's the back. I'm going to show the inside. Okay. So I also have the CD, but I looked in where I normally keep them, and it's not there. And I looked on my shelf, and it wasn't there. So I asked my friend if she has it, because either she has it or it's somewhere else in my room. And she says she has it, so the next time I see her, she'll give it to me. So by the time I post this video, she should have gave it to me. So if she has, I'll put the picture on the screen now. But it looks exactly the same as this one, but just in the CD form. Okay. I also want to get her t-shirts and other merch, but I have to see, because originally I was going to buy originally I was going to buy the vinyl from her website, but I got it from Amazon because I wasn't sure on which match I wanted to get. I'm going to say some more things and then I'm going to end it. Next thing I'm going to talk about is I really like this album. Not only do I think that this album is one of my favourites by Miley, it's also one of my favourites that came out this year, and it's one of my favourite albums of all time. I've not listened to all of Miley's albums, but I do plan on listening to all of them very soon, and I will be very disappointed if it's not either in my top 3 or my top 5, but I'm about 98% sure it will be in either my top 3 or my top 5. From what I've heard, I think Bangers, Plastic Hearts and Younger Now will be in my top 3, because I heard Younger Now is really good and most people say it's very underrated, so I'll probably like it because a lot of my favourite albums are underrated. So, or I'll either have Time of Our Lives or Can't Be Tamed as top 3 or top 5. But by the time I do my next entire final collection, I should have listened to it. So if I have, then I'll mention it. If I haven't, then it's because I forgot to, or because I haven't listened to it. So my final thoughts on the album is that it's really good, and if you haven't listened to the album, then I do recommend it. It was one of the best albums that came out in the year. So if you haven't listened to it, please go and listen to it. Please don't think, oh, because it's been a while since it came out, it's too late. As I said earlier, it's never too late to listen to music. Music never expires. So if you want to go and listen to it, please go and listen to it. And even if you're not a Miley fan, I think you'll still like it. So if I got to mention anything, then I'm sorry, but I think that is it of my video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out when I post. And I hope you guys, and see you next time. Bye.